Hey guys, I'm Chef D Max. Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we've got something really fun, some Thai shrimp toast. So super easy to make at home. I'm going to show you how to do it, so stay with me. Click subscribe if you're not doing that already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and ring that bell, and I'll send you new things I have coming up. So I'll see you back in a second with some shrimp toast. Hey guys, we're back. We're going to do this simple shrimp toast. It's super easy. So if you're having a party, you've got cooking some shrimp and you have some extra shrimp and you're like, I'm not going to need these. I'm going to save these for later. Shrimp toast is something great to utilize with a small amount of shrimp like this. If you just want to make some shrimp toast for an hors d'oeuvre, it's great. We're going to start by, I'm going to use a little mini kind of Cuisinart like here to chop this up, but you could literally do this by hand as well. Most of the time you would see this being done, it would be done by hand, but it's just easy enough for me to like chop this up right in my Cuisinart here. We're going to look to make a paste out of that. In this paste, we're going to have a really nice flavorful shrimp paste that we're going to put on this bread, and then we're going to fry it, and it's going to be wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this egg, and I want to put the egg whites in here. Why am I putting the whites in there? Because the whites are all protein, right? So I want those whites to kind of help bind with the shrimp. The shrimp themselves are high in protein. So if you wanted to leave egg out completely, you could. I like to do it because it helps to bind it up a little bit better. And that's why I do it. So with this, I want to add some garlic. So I've got 2 garlic cloves here. Now, what I'm going to do, and I've got some green onions. So what I'll do is I'm going to take a bunch of green onions, cut off the end pieces like this, and then just chop these. You can see how I'm chopping these, right? This is just a really simple chop because this machine's going to chop it for us. So I want to just put it in here chopped enough where it's going to all come together nicely. The garlic, I'm just going to cut off the kind of the root end of that, and then the tail end. If there's any sprouts coming out, I cut those off as well. You can, if garlic is sprouting too much, like if you've had it around and it's sprouting, you can cut it like this and take that inner sprouted piece out. That tends to be a little bit bitter sometimes. It's not as sweet as the flesh of the garlic, so you can do that. Most of the time, you're not going to need to do that though. So I put the garlic in like this, and then the last couple of things are spice from 2 things. From gingers, here's 1. So I'm going to cut a chunk of ginger off. And I'm going to just peel it lightly, like this. Now the best way to peel this is with a spoon. You just scrape against it to take it off. But because I'm using such a small amount here, I'm just going to take this off quickly like this with my knife. And I take the outer layers off. And then with this, you could slice it up and put it right in there. But I'm going to actually make it a paste. So I have this little plate, this grating plate. This thing works great. No pun intended. For doing garlic, ginger, making a paste of something. So basically it's a plate that's got these little like sharp knobbies on the bottom over there, so you don't want to get them on your finger really either. And then you just kind of rub this ginger across it, and what it does is it makes that ginger a beautiful paste, but it keeps the kind of this hairy center part separated. And then I take this, you can see I've got all that beautiful ginger. I'm just going to take my little brush here. Comes with a brush too. Sometimes you can find these at farmers markets. People make these. You can probably find it online. Just like look for a grating ceramic plate on like one of your favorite shopping guides there, and you'll be able to find that. Now the last thing we're going to put in there is a little bit of I use sambal. You could just put a chili in there. You can put a little jalapeno in. If you want spicy, you don't have to make this spicy. I like to make it a little bit spicy. Gives it nice flavor. Now I eat this with a spicy dipping sauce too. which I'm gonna let you check out on my website, on my YouTube site. But with this, we're gonna put a little salt as well. Okay. And I'll add a little bit of pepper. You're not gonna need a lot of pepper because we already have the chili in there. And then we're gonna grind it up. All right. So I lock that down and I grind this up. And I'm gonna pulsate it like this a few times. And then I'm gonna let it go. Let me take a look and see what that looks like. Well, it's looking good. I think I'm gonna go just a couple more times. All right, so my shrimp paste is looking really nice there. It's all bound up. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take some bread. Now I've got some French bread here, and I'm just gonna cut this French bread into slices that we can fry. Like this. See what that looks like? And then I'll put these around my plate. And what we'll do is we're going to just put our our toast, we're going to put our shrimp paste right on there. And I've got plenty of toast here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off of my machine here because it's done blending, and I'm going to take the piece of toast and I'm just going to put it on one side like this. See what that looks like? So it's got the green onion on there, it's got the chilies, it's got all that, and I'm going to flatten that off. You see how it makes it like a nice paste? Now the paste is nice and smooth like this, and then from here I've got some. Now I have a mix that I have in my cupboard that has got a little bit of spicy chili in it. Like chili paste, and then it has, or not chili paste, but chili powder, and it has sesame seeds. But I would suggest for you at home, just use sesame seeds if you don't have that. If you have black and white sesame seeds, use both of those. This has mostly sesame seeds and a little chili powder. So I'm gonna make these shrimp toasts like this, right? And I'm just gonna repeat this and make all of these, and then I'm gonna clean this up, and we're gonna get some oil hot, and then I'll see you back in about a few minutes when it's going to take me to do that, and I'll show you how to fry these. So I'll see you back in a second. I'm finishing one of my last ones here. You can see I have a whole plate full of them, right? We're going to test the oil here, and I'm going to put this in there. It doesn't look like the oil is really nice. I just have, you can use canola oil for this. You can use a peanut oil is fine as well. I think I have enough paste in there to do one more. Let me just do one more of these. Why not? Can't waste it, right? Use every little bit that you have. Yep. It really makes like a teaspoon. So that was probably maybe only like a quarter pound of shrimp. Probably, I would say like 8 little shrimp, 9 little shrimp. And it makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these guys. So it's quite a bit of shrimp toast for just a few shrimp. So each shrimp's going to make probably 2 toasts, maybe 3. So we're going to lay these in now. So I'm going to lay these in, and I'm going to lay the cut side down. Looks like it's cooking quickly. Perfect. I want to get my oil nice and hot there first, and then make sure you don't. So you got to do kind of a shallow fry with these. So it is a fried dish. I know a lot of people like to stay away from frying too much stuff, but come on. If you didn't fry stuff, we wouldn't have fried chicken. Fried chicken is probably the most loved thing in the world, and it's amazing. But this fried shrimp toast is really darn good too. So let's see if we can get them all in here. That would be great if I can get them all in here. Oh, I'm gonna get all of them in there. Look at this. Just squeeze this last one in. Oh! How awesome is that? All right, let me let this fry for about a minute or two. I'm gonna clean this up. I'll see you back in a second. Okay guys, we're back. Here I am getting ready to flipping these. They're done. They've been about 2 minutes on this side. You don't want to touch them. You just want to flip them over. And actually they flip over pretty easy like this. They don't stick really. So I'm gonna flip that over so my bread gets toasted on the bottom side too. Gets fried on that side. A little bit at a time. Oh yeah, you don't want to touch this, right? So you can see how hot it is. But sometimes these do not want to flip over. So I'm gonna get a spoon so I can hold it in here and not use my fingers, right? That makes a lot more sense, right? As a chef, sometimes you always want to use your fingers for everything. Put it in hot oil, put it in freezing cold things. Doesn't make any sense, right? But you can see how beautiful these look, right? They're getting nice and golden. They're gonna take about a minute or two more, and I'll be back in a second to show you what they look like when they're done. Okay guys, I took one of these out, and you can see I put it right here on my paper towel to dry. You wanna like give yourself a nice paper towel, let these dry nicely. It should cool for a second because the residual heat's gonna cook it through, but I just wanna check it and see what the texture looks like at this point. I cut it in the center, and you can see the shrimp is cooked all the way through. My bread is nice and crispy. That's where I want it. I don't want to overcook it, so that's perfect. Delicious. Let me get the rest of these out, and I'll show you how to finish it off. Okay, guys, they're all dried here. You can see, look how beautiful those look, right? So over on my plate over here, I've got some sweet and spicy chili sauce. This is like we call a 3-2-1 sauce. It's got vinegar in there, fish sauce. It's got carrot, chilies, Thai chilies in there. I have a recipe right here. You can click up there, learn how to make that. Otherwise, I would do a citrus sauce with this. We already have something that's fatty, right? And oily because we fried it. Now we let it cool. It's going to be nice from this. It's not going to be over excess oils. But I don't like to put aioli on this because you already have oily and oily, you know, even though it does work. I prefer it with like a juicy sauce like this. So you could do like some type of mignonette sauce or this sauce works perfect because it's got the fish sauce in there. It's got sweetness in there too. It's got sugar in it, and it's got chilies for spice. So I would highly suggest you check it out. I have some pickled cucumbers. You can also check up here on my pickled cucumbers how to make those. And those are nice accoutrements because they give you that acidity balance with something that's fatty, right, and spicy. And then they're going to give you a little acidic and vinegary break from that as you're eating it. So we'll just I'll put a few of these on a plate like this, right? Send these out to my friends. They're going to be super happy. I hope you like it. Let's try it out. I'm going to dip it in my sauce here. You can see this juicy sauce. There's no oil in that sauce. It's all like acidity. Beautiful. Ponzu. That's another one that would work good. Little soy and citrus would be beautiful with this. This is a great dish. Super simple. How quick was that? You can make that at home so fast, you guys. Most of these things you have. If you don't, they're easy to find, and you can keep them in your fridge, and you have them for a lot of different things. So make these shrimp toast at home. If you need to leave anything out, the ginger you need to leave out. You need to leave out the garlic. You need to leave something out that you don't have in the kitchen. Leave it out. It's okay. Put something else in, a flavor that you do like. But super simple, super fun, and I'm here to tell you how to do it. So leave me comments, and any questions you have, I want to clear it up for you. I'll see you back in the kitchen soon. I'm Chef Dean Max.